It is 5 p.m. Sunday, January 26, 2025. 5 p.m. Sunday, January 26, 2025. There's been a lot going on. I'm not going to rush it, but I'm kind of want to document and update quite a few months of my life just for my own channel. You know what I mean? Um, just to start out, my pap died, which I did say in a short and stuff, because I just, I feel the need to vent out a little bit here and stuff. This is my safe space, regardless of what YouTube is, regardless about, who's watching or messing with or doing anything to who or any of that. In the last probably 6-7 years, this has become a place for me to kind of journal. And that's what I said in one of my first videos that I ever made. One of my first videos I ever made, I remember I read a part of a chapter out of the Bible. I don't remember the exact place, but I remember what it was. I could find it real quick with a Google search. And I said I wasn't going to pursue a career in it, or even though I was working as a night shift with a newborn baby and two older kids, not older, but older than a baby. At the time, I believe that was 2017, and I really stuck with that more than I would even have wanted to. You think at some point I would have taken it a little seriously and, watched what I said, because I learned about the keywords and all that stuff, but that's not the point. Just saying, I gotta speak this stuff out loud so I can hear it and kind of think straight. There's been a lot going on. November 21st, my grandfather died, and as much as we all know that day is coming whenever our family gets to that age and starts having those type of health things going on and everything, it just I'm still in the concussed era of it. You know what I mean? It just hit me so hard that even though I prepared for it, I did. And I held it together super good for all the services and stuff like that. I'm not even just trying to give myself credit. It's just so obvious that I did. I really tried to do my best for him. You know what I mean? And that forced me to put a bunch of resentments aside and everything towards, family members, cousins, aunts, everybody. I did. I felt like he was abandoned, and I see him as part of me. That being said, that was just the real start of this. Not that life was going smooth or easy before then, but it just become very abrasive. Went through hunting season. My dad, my son, family and stuff, friends. It was good. Everybody killed nice bucks. Everybody filled the freezers up. It was a good hunting season and stuff. But just since November 21st till now, I've been in a concussed state. Truth be told, that's I've had so many head injuries and concussions and stuff that it feels like that. If you take a really, really hard hit to the head, you'll notice your sinuses clear themselves, but it feels weird. It almost has a weird taste, like a gas to it, almost. And that's been kind of happening all the time, randomly now. I wouldn't say on the daily to make sure that what I'm saying is accurate, but very often. It's I'm taking it's just I'm taking head blows, but I'm not. But I'm having the concussed symptoms and everything. I'm not just speaking figuratively, oh, my pap dies. It was such a blow to me that I feel It's like I literally feel like I'm being physically hit in the head, but I'm not. But I know what it feels like. Like I've had a lot of head injuries. Not even making a joke. I know a lot of people say that explains a lot, but it does explain a lot. But all jokes aside, like half of my face is made out of metal. It's made out of titanium. There's 13 screws holding my face from my orbital bone all the way down to my whole side of my face is titanium. All jokes aside, that I mean, so I put a short up and I said to I replied to a comment that I was going to explain it because I put a short up because I just wanted to document it. And all that I put on there was my birthday present. It's a picture of me sitting in the ambulance getting like my vitals checked, my heart rate, and my blood pressure and everything. So I do want to say what that was. My birthday's January 18th, so it passed a little over a week ago. I was born January 18th, 1991, and someone close to me was trying to be nice because I don't do any type of narcotics at all. I do drink at times. It's been quite a while since I've drank. Actually, it's been over a week since I've drank alcohol, and I don't drink every day or anything like that. But I smoke cannabis. I consume cannabis, but I don't do any narcotics at all. I take kratom, caffeine, and infrequent alcohol use, but no narcotics. Hasn't been any narcotics for years, really. Like, I don't. So somebody was trying to be nice to me and give me like a free one, I guess, on my birthday. And Ohio has in the gas stations now these like I guess like it wasn't psilocybin, no matter what anybody tells you, but they're like these mushroom gummies, and the packaging is labeled really. I have the package still and everything, but I took like the high dose of them because it was a birthday present. They're like gas station mushroom gummies. Um, it put me first into anaphylaxis. I was having like, everything was, my face was swollen, throat was swelling shut, like real short of breath and everything. And that was accompanied by tachycardia, my heart rate being over 140. So yeah, stay away from the gas station mushroom gummies if you want my personal opinion. I don't give any type of advice at all. Definitely not on the internet. But when it comes, and I know that this sounds like common sense to most people, but if you're dumb like me, take my word for it. Or if you do decide that you're going to consume, now that like Ohio, a lot of states are starting to have all this stuff be legal. If you're going to consume any of this stuff, take it seriously. Do not be like me and think, I've been foraging psilocybin and edible mushrooms now for multiple years. Like I've taken like triple the heroic dose of psilocybin multiple times. I've been way up. I've been way down on them too. This was different. I'm not sure exactly. My guess is that it's some form of man-made chemical that they thought they were doing their best to replicate psilocybin, but it's not. I went into anaphylaxis and tachycardia for so many hours. Like literally was in anaphylaxis and tachycardia for probably 6 hours. I could tell my heartbeat was so out of rhythm and like I was like feeling so mortal that I did. I made the ambulance come and I told them I just need you to look at my vitals. So they looked at my heart rate and stuff. They were like, we suggest you go to the hospital. First thing I did was hand the paramedic I was sitting right in this chair waiting for him to pull up. Yeah, first thing I did was hand him the package and was like, man, I know this is stupid, but you gotta look at my vitals. I know something's wrong. And then when he took him, he was like, yeah, I think you should, there was a fireman standing there and another paramedic and a driver and my significant other, Lauren. And like they all seen the numbers pop up on the screen, so I went to the hospital. It went to get better. They did an EKG. Everything was just out of whack and everything. So they took mercy on me, gave me a small dose of Ativan, and it reset everything. Heart rate went into the 80s, leveled out. Everything was rhythmic again. They took mercy on me. I stood up. One of the nurses came in after about 15 minutes after I took the Ativan, which doesn't take that long to kick in. It just took that long for me to get balanced again. And they took mercy on me. They didn't hold me, make me take a long time to get out of the ER or anything. When she came past after about 15 minutes after the Ativan, I looked at her and said, "Thank you, I'm good." And she said, "Okay." It was like I didn't have to wait at all. I had to wait longer to get picked up than how normally with discharge, it's a process and stuff. Maybe it was because they knew it was my birthday, which I didn't even tell them. They just figured it out, obviously, because they have to put your birth date on like every paper. But whew, shout out to them, for real. Shout out to the medical staff here at the local hospital, the local medical center, because I can't say like, oh, I wouldn't have made it through the night or anything, but that Ativan could have saved my life. My heart was getting worse and worse. It was speeding up more and getting off beat more and off beat more and off beat more. And because I was in tachycardia, anaphylaxis, and my heart was getting off beat more and more. Wow, it's like, so, piece of advice. I took them because they were a birthday present, and I didn't take them seriously. But if anybody, especially from like Ohio or any of these states who are starting to really legalize recreational stuff and everything, be very careful with these gas station and smoke shop stuff. Like even the weed pens and all that stuff, but definitely the mushroom gummies. And I'm going to say the name of them. I'm actually going to show the package before I cut this off because this is a warning. I'm not trying to like damn the... I'm going to cut this into a short also off of the stream and put it up because this is a warning because I'm somebody who has foraged and consumed a lot of psilocybin mushrooms. Over the years, I've had a lot of different chemicals go in my body. I generally have a high tolerance to everything. These are dangerous. I'm not kidding. These little gummies are dangerous. Un momento, por favor. So like I said, I'm not trying to like hurt somebody's business or condemn them or anything like that. The packaging is deceptive. These put me in, I have a lot of experience with psilocybin mushrooms. This is not psilocybin. I'm going to show this package because I feel like it's the right thing to do. And because I'm going to cut like 30 seconds of when I show it, I'm going to try to word this right as a warning. Like if you take mushroom gummies or any type of gas station drugs, you do it, take a small amount first because I have no food allergies, no medicine allergies whatsoever, but this gave me an anaphylactic reaction, which I don't have to anything that I know of. So these really put me in a bad way, and I'm not the person you would expect for anything like to put you in a bad way like this. I did not take these seriously at all. I have no intention to take anything like this again. Maybe people will be able to screenshot and zoom. Oh, it's still enough. But like I said, I don't know who owns this. I'm not trying to condemn like a smaller business or somebody getting started up, but these are scary, man. He's completely sent my heart out of rhythm and into tachycardia. My heart rate stayed over 140 for a lot of hours. My throat was swelling shut and nothing. I don't have any food or medicine allergy that gives me an anaphylactic reaction. I've never had one. My face swelled up, the inside of my mouth, inside of my cheek swelled up, my throat was swelling shut, I couldn't breathe, I had to take Benadryl. Palpitations. That's one of the things that they were saying when my heart was beating so hard that I was having palpitations, or feelings that your heartbeat is not normal. Your heartbeat may feel like it is uneven, faster than normal, fluttering, skipping a beat. Scary, scary stuff. Scary stuff just over the counter, because you know that teenagers are the ones who are going to really pursue it. I don't think many adults who actually have any experience taking psilocybin mushrooms or anything real would make a habit of this. So neutral auto, lymph auto, neutral absolute, mono absolute, alkaline phosphates, and AST were all high in my initial blood work. So that's gonna, I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna be doing some Googling on that. Also, here's a second sheet. Well, everything's normal on here except for globulin, it was high. And glucose level was high. So, it's a piece of advice. There's been a lot going on I'm not going to get to in this stream now. I wanted to check in, do a stream for a little while, see if anybody came up on the chat, because that makes it so much better for me to conversate if somebody's in the chat. Probably gonna cut this off, and I'm not gonna edit a video, a short about the gummies. I'm just gonna make a whole new video, like a short for it, because I want to say it all at once more clearly, and I'll be wasting so much time. So yeah, I'm probably not going to get to the other stories I wanted to tell because it took me so long to tell that one. It's probably better for me to just start doing videos again and stop doing the lives. I do the lives in hopes that somebody will conversate back and forth from the chat, because then I flow so much better when I have somebody talking to me. That's okay. I need to be smart and just put my points down on a piece of paper, a piece of notebook paper, so I don't get too off track and I know what I was talking about. It's all good. So, God bless y'all. God bless this land and the people upon it. God bless America. If you see this later, please join. If you see me live again, please join the chat. I do a lot better going in a conversation. Stay up.